All right, so welcome back to another fanfiction idea, and this was one I've kind of wanted to do for a while, and that is a cartoon adaptation of the Marvel event Shadowland. Um, Now, Shadowland isn't a great event, but I've always liked the concept of it. Like, I've always dug Shadowland as like a concept in and of itself. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, the story begins with in Norrisville, and in there, Randy gets like he's just at home one night. He's just kind of chilling, and then he gets approached by other ninjas. So he just like throws his mask on and gets ready to fight. But they're like, whoa, 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 we're not here to fight you. And that's when this old woman comes in, and she proclaims herself as the high priestess of the hand. And Randy's like, the hand, I think I heard of you guys. Aren't you supposed to be bothering like those turtles up in New York? And she's like, yes, well, the hand basically is like massive. We're international. And our leader is dead. Our leader, the Shredder, was dead. And we've been trying to look for a new leader. All the chapters of the hand have been like some of them did go to Karai, but we are of the true hand. I mean, the true foot. I've been saying hand this whole time. I'm sorry. So yeah, we are of the True Foot clan, and we have been, we basically have been looking for a new leader. And Randy's like, and you want to talk to me? Because she's like, we believe you're that leader. And he's like, nah, I'm not. I'm a hero. I'm not a leader of some ancient ninja clan. And she goes, yeah, but you wear the garb of the Foot Clan. And he's just like, Scoozy. So the priestess explains that like the Norrisville ninja was the whole line of the Norrisville ninja. They were a offshoot of the Foot Clan who broke away, and they were trained to be warriors. So basically they are of Randy is now the last member of that line of the Foot Clan. So by and large, he is technically a member. So they came to him to be like, hey, you should be represented at their working story is you should come with us and you'll be represented among the Foot Clan as we're looking for a new leader, and we think you're the right candidate. And it's revealed, that if you guys remember the show, there's this guy called the Creep who's just following and watching and like tipping his hat and like watching Randy all of his time. Turns out, yeah, he was the agent like watching Randy this whole time and then reporting to the Foot Clan to being like, yeah, I think he's ready. So the Namicon tries to warn Randy, but he doesn't listen. Of course he doesn't, and goes with them to Japan. He does tell like how he like calls Howard and is like, hey, I'm going to Japan to be like I guess I'm going to be like, I'm part of an ancient ninja clan named after a foot. I'll be back soon. So 6 weeks later, Randy comes back to Norrisville, changed and now leader of the Foot Clan. He now proclaims himself as leader of the Foot Clan, and he basically proclaims to everyone, I am now going to protect Norrisville from itself, and I'm going to start by taking out the biggest threat of our kind. And he and his ninjas lay siege to the McFist building, and they just tear their way through robo-apes and whatever robots. And Randy's just moving with all new kind of just this new level of training, and he's moving with this level of ferocity. And people are freaked out because they're like, why is McFist being attacked by the ninja? And Howard does know, but Howard sees like, oh, this is kind of terrifying. And eventually, Randy cuts off McFist's robot arm, holds McFist and the entire family and even Viceroy, and proclaims all they have done to the to the ninja and to by and large the city. And he goes, this is my proclamation to you all. I am going to protect you. My clan and I are going to protect Norrisville from all threats from outside and within. And everyone goes, that sounded ominous. Ominous. I couldn't speak. Yeah, I couldn't spell there for a second. Couldn't even speak. So Randy then does the unimaginable and executes the entire McFist family. But he does keep Viceroy alive because he's like, I have need of you. And Randy's, shall we say, proclamation doesn't go unnoticed by the other heroes. So there are heroes who are watching all of this, and of course the Ninja Turtles and Karai especially are like, that, oh no. Karai gets the turtles together and is like, hey, so this ninja, whoever he is, he doesn't have like there were other members of the Foot who didn't acknowledge my rule across internationally, and I guess they picked this ninja as the new leader of the Foot. So if I'm to like solidify it, I need to take him out. And also, Raph points out, oh yeah, and we're gonna take this guy out because like not only is he leader of the Foot, he just murdered a bunch of people on live TV. And Karai's like, oh yeah, that too. So Karai and the Ninja Turtles get together, but it's not just them. There's other heroes who are like, this is kind of preemptive because the ninjas and the Foot Clan are turning all of Norrisville into a police state. So other heroes are getting nervous about it. Like you have Danny who gets together with Kim and Jenny. He calls them and is like, hey, we gotta talk. This is bad. Then you have like the gargoyles convene and they're like, yeah, we can't. This is tyrannical, and also I've heard about the ninja and he doesn't seem like this. Then there's also like all these heroes, like the Ladybug and the Miraculous heroes. I know they're called the Miraculous. That's so fucking dumb. I'm not using that name. They get together and like, hey, we should help out. Like I know it's an American problem, but we should jump in and help. So all the heroes get to like convene and are like, yeah, we're gonna go because this is like what we heard of the ninja. This is not him. So whatever has happened, we need to figure this out. So they go there. They head to Norrisville and immediately fall under attack by robots and a aerial defense system. Yeah, like I said, Viceroy was kept alive and is now building, air defense systems and new robots to battle them. And not only that, that's when new ninjas with cybernetic enhancements come in. So the heroes have to fight their way through them. Howard, who's been alongside other members of Norrisville teens, they've been holding a underground resistance because this is going on for Randy took over for 3 weeks. So after getting the heroes down there, they're like explaining like, hey, cool to meet you guys, but I wish it was under better circumstances. And they're like, do you know what happened to your hero? And Howard goes, I don't know, man. I knew him, and that ain't him. So they lead them to where they could find them. Heroes go out to the heroes led by Danny. They all have this big moment where they all get together and like, hey, we're gonna especially Karai, who draws her sword and is like, hey, I challenge you to single combat in order for total rulership of the hand. I challenge the ninja, and they're sitting at McFist's tower. His building has been turned into the new HQ and almost looks now like a giant pagoda, with the Foot Clan banners rolled down the side. Randy hears this. He comes out. He's not even wearing the mask anymore. He's wearing the red. He's got the garb underneath, but he's also now wearing the Shredder's armor, a variation of the Shredder armor. And he's not even wearing his mask. And they're like, oh, this is bad. So Karai and Randy get into a fight. And as they're fighting, that's when it's Karai, she's kind of figured this out, where she's like, there's something off about you. I don't know what they did to you, but it's clear there's some kind of dark spell over it. And he's like, dark spell? I thought you knew me better, daughter. And that's when it hits everyone. Randy's possessed by the spirit of Orokusaki, the original Shredder. Yeah, instead of the beast, it's, Shredder's soul. Basically, when he was taken to Japan by that priestess, they pulled Shredder's soul out of hell and put it in Randy's body. And Shredder explains, I needed a young, powerful soul. And I thought about taking one of the turtles, but I thought it better, I want to watch you die. I want to kill you all. I don't want to possess your body. So there was so much potential in this form. that I had my true acolytes go and get him. So heroes do battle with him with Randy, with Shredder possessed Randy and his new cyber ninjas. They fight, they get away, but some of the heroes do get captured, and Shredder wants to use their he kidnaps Jenny and wants to use her cybernetics or her robotics for future weapons. He also captures Kim. He takes her as hostage, and only a handful, like Danny and a few others, escape. But as the resistance holds on, more and more heroes are coming, but they're having trouble getting past those defenses. It isn't until Leo, along with the Turtles, they sneak in, and they're like, "Hey, if worse comes to worse, we Karai said, there may not be a way to exorcise Shredder's soul from Randy's body, from the guy's body. So we better do something." So the Turtles sneak in with Danny now phased through, and a few of the Miraculars as well. And I just used the name Miraculars. Oh my god, I hate that. Still hate it. So they sneak into his palace, and Ladybug has a plan. Maybe she can use, because she basically says her miraculous is basically all good energy. It's good positive energy, and Randy's soul is possessed by a dark malevolent entity. So maybe if she uses the power of the Lucky Charm, maybe it could work the same way it does on Akuma's. And Raph is like, that's really fucking stupid. And and Ladybug says, well, we're not killing him, so don't even bother asking. Karai, on the other hand, is maybe we should kill him. Maybe that might be the only way to we have to at least discuss the possibility of killing the guy. And they're like, yeah, that doesn't solve anything. Shredder's soul is just going to go back to hell, and they're going to try to resurrect him again. So, but Karai counterpoints of no, if we kill him, his soul will probably that spell will probably trap his soul back in his body. So the spell doesn't let you go back to hell. It's kind of like a one-way ticket. You have to it's a one-time deal. So if he dies in that body, Shredder's soul is forever trapped in there. He's not going to get kicked out of there. If we let him go, if we just pull Shredder out of here, they'll just try to resurrect him again. And Leo's like, we're not killing him. So they break in, they fight their way through, free the prisoners, and go and battle Randy. Leo this time challenges Randy to one-on-one combat, because Karai already lost. When she lost the fight, she barely made it out alive, and on top of that, she lost the ability to challenge him again. Not only that, the members of her Foot Clan are now honor bound to work for Randy. So Leo now has to challenge Randy to one-on-one, and he's like, I'm not talking to the ninja, I'm talking to you, Oroku Saki. I challenge you as the son of Hamato Yoshi and the heir of Clan Yoshi to one-on-one combat with you. And Randy's answer to that, he just gets up from his throne and goes, tonight I will dine on turtle soup. So they fight, and Leo and Randy just beat the ever-loving shit out of each other. It's just a bloody fight. But as they're doing this, Ladybug is ready to use the Lucky Charm. Is like, please God, let this work. But what happens is, she's like, God, I hope this works. And what happens is, after Leo actually deals a wounding blow on Randy, he's kind of incapacitated. She uses the Lucky Charm, and as it does work. The power of the Lucky Charm does pull his soul, Oroku's soul, out of Randy's body. And on top of that, Cat Noir does Cataclysm on the soul and destroys it. According to some extended lore, I call it bullshit, but the Cataclysm can do that because it can be whatever the writers want it to be. Anyway, so by the end of it, Randy is saved, and he's no longer possessed by the Shredder, but he did see all the horrible things he committed and was just horrified of it, so he needs to like retrain himself and like make up for lost deeds. And on top of that, Leonardo is now the leader, the undisputed leader of the Foot Clan. So yeah, so Leo offers, like, basically says, we're going to change for the better. We will be a place of honor, like we were of clan, like my father taught me. And he starts not by killing Randy, but like offering him friendship and helping him to train. So there you go. Anyway, there you go, guys. That is the adaptation of Shadowland. Are we going to do this in the shared fanfiction universe, Infinityverse? I really do want to do Shadowland, but it won't be like this. It won't be like this story. Maybe elements, but it won't be like this. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.